For the last 3 years, we've been living in the era of the chatbot. You ask a question, and the AI gives you a reply. It's brilliant, it's fast, but let's be honest, it's lazy. If you want to plan a business trip, your brilliant AI can tell you which hotels are nice, but it can't book them. It can write a follow-up email, but it can't send it. It can analyze your AWS logs, but it can't spin up a new EC2 instance to fix the bottleneck. You are still the glue holding the workflow together. But we just hit a tipping point. In 2026, the era of generative AI is being swallowed by the era of agentic AI. We are moving from AI that talks to AI that does. Digital workers that don't just suggest a solution, they execute it. They reason, they plan, and they use APIs, browsers, and terminal commands to finish the job while you sleep. The death of the chatbot. To understand why this is a multi-billion-dollar shift, we have to look under the hood. Most people think of AI as a search engine on steroids. That's generative AI. It's reactive. It takes an input and predicts the next token. An agent, however, is proactive. It's a system where a large language model, like GPT-4, Claude, or Gemini, acts as the reasoning engine. Think of the LLM as the brain. But an agent gives the brain 3 critical things it never had before: memory, planning, and tool use. Memory allows the agent to remember what it did 5 steps ago so it doesn't get stuck in a loop. Planning allows it to break a complex goal, like build me a stock portfolio tracker, into subtasks. And tool use? That's the game changer. This is where the AI is given the keys to your digital world. When an agent has access to an API, it's no longer just a writer. It becomes a user. It can read your Gmail, query your SQL database, or check the current price of stocks in real time. It's no longer hallucinating facts. It's fetching them. If you're a developer or tech enthusiast, you've likely heard of the React framework. That stands for reasoning and acting. This is the secret sauce behind almost every agentic system today, from AutoGPT to enterprise tools on AWS. In a traditional program, you write if-then statements. If the stock price is above X, then sell. It's rigid. In an agentic workflow, you give the AI a goal and a set of tools. Let's look at a real example. Automating cloud infrastructure. The agent starts a loop. Thought, I need to see which instances have low CPU utilization. Action, it calls the AWS CloudWatch API. Observation, it receives a JSON response showing 3 idle instances at 2% usage. Thought, these are idle. I should suggest stopping them. Action, it sends a message to your Slack for approval. This isn't magic. It's structured output. Developers use frameworks like LangChain, LangGraph, or CrewAI to define these tools as Python functions. The LLM decides which function to call based on the description you wrote. And in 2026, we've moved to multi-agent systems. You don't just have one agent. You have a manager agent that delegates work to a researcher agent and a coder agent. They communicate through protocols like MCP, the Model Context Protocol, creating a literal internet of agents. Why does this matter for the economy? Because the cost of labor for digital tasks is about to hit the floor. A human assistant might cost $50 to $150 an hour and works 8 hours a day. An AI agent running on a specialized model costs pennies in API credits and works 24/7. With perfect consistency. Zero context switching time. We are seeing a massive shift in the SaaS model. For the last decade, we paid for seats. You pay for 10 people to use Salesforce. In 2026, we are moving to outcome-based pricing. You don't pay for the software. You pay the agent for the result. Lead qualified. Bug fixed. Report generated. For countries like India, the stakes are high. Our IT sector was built on providing human glue for global companies. As agents begin to handle level 1 support, basic coding, and data entry, the Indian tech giants are pivoting hard. They aren't selling man-hours anymore. They're selling agentic workflows. But let's take a breath. Giving an AI the ability to act is terrifying. We call this hallucinations with hands. If a chatbot hallucinates a fact, it's annoying. If an agentic AI hallucinates a terminal command and deletes your production database, or sells your entire stock portfolio because it misinterpreted a news headline, that's a catastrophe. This is why AI governance is the biggest tech field of 2026. Critical actions like database changes, payments, or deletions require explicit human approval. We call this human in the loop. We are also building guardrail agents. AI that does nothing but watch other AI to ensure they don't break the law or the budget. And sandboxed environments, where agents can test their actions in a simulated world before touching the real one. The chatbot was a toy. The agent is a tool. We are moving toward a world where every one of us has a chief of staff in our pocket. An agent that knows your preferences, has access to your apps, and handles the boring parts of being human. But how do these agents actually think in a loop? In our next video, we're going deep into AutoGPT and the recursive logic that allows AI to teach itself. If you want to stay ahead of the most significant shift in computing history, hit subscribe. The era of the chatbot is dead. Long live the agent.